everybody. For this week's PK Scramble, it's something a little different. It is a random start with accelerated enemy and boss shuffles, so enemies are going to scale up a little faster as a result. So it's time for me to scale up my game. Hey Will, how you doing? And I do realize something that's not lost on me. Is that this is also the first thing I'm doing online in any form since Arcade Pit on Sunday. I gotta watch it back, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun then, and I bet the watch back is gonna be a lot of fun. I just have to find a time to do it because it's also AGDQ week, so I've been watching those runs as well. And yeah, very crazy. For sure, I went to even crazier. John Harbaugh getting fired. Wouldn't have picked that. Go that route. Alright, so the big question is where we started, because on top of the, Wait, what? Oops! I got a little bit ahead of myself there. God damn, that would have been embarrassing. Like, how do you eat farts? Oh, jeez. I really screwed up on that one. God damn it. I'm just glad I realized it before we started. Which, speaking of the start, this is how the start's gonna work. Is we're gonna start in a random area and have 2 additional areas to be able to teleport to. Where those areas are, how should we find out? Shall we? 3, 2, 1, go. And also, not starting in ONET does change something about ONET, but I'll get into that in a bit. Ooh, we start with Delam. That's a kid check, so I'm not checking teleports or anything of that nature right at this moment because we immediately get a kid check right out the gate. All vanilla. But I'm not complaining because move training gives us a teleport as well. Has the Hawkeye. Yo-yo, more like yo-no. Oh, I was gonna check the teleport, but I guess you can't check it unless you can teleport there. So we have Scaraba and Foresight. Interesting. Foresight, by extension, also gives us access to Dusty Dunes. But I want to see what this is. Because this check does require Pooh to be in the party. Now, Hawkeye means we would need access to Deep Darkness to be able to get to. And yeah, that is wild about John Harbaugh. Fired. That wasn't his fault. He wasn't the one who missed the kick. Okay, Happy Village is not on my tracker, but there is an item to get there, so we're gonna make our way there right now. Frankenstein Mark II as the. Yep. O-line was definitely a turnstile. Even more so than the Giants that one year, where their O-line really was a turnstile. I got lucky there. And I also got a nice amount of experience for it. Well, I guess the game wants me to have a teddy bear early. I'm gonna go back to Happy Village. Then I'm gonna do a couple of things. Yep. What? I was literally on entry. Like, what am I supposed to do there? Actually, might be able to use that for something. What are you? I mean, a couple of life noodles. That's always a good find in my book. Also, damn it, Janet, get out of the way. Fortunately, I was able to use the mushrooms draw distance that, which I can't there. Go this way. This may be a spot to use a repel sandwich. Really did not want to, didn't want to fight the mushrooms. Plus, that was pincered. Based off what I'm seeing, I think this is first. Yeah, this has to be first. Wow, that should have been a green swirl. Nope, I won't fight mushrooms on principle. Use that as an opportunity to slip away. Who am I fighting? This is number 1, and it's... I'm gonna have to dispatch the mushrooms in the back. Ooh, smash for 45. That's alright, empty turns. These are fine. And I win. Admittedly, Rocket would have made that fight easier, but it worked out. One sank on the board. Not gonna need that. Alright. That's intel. So the mines have the zombie paper. Ignoring that, I'm gonna go this way. We're going moon side. That just feels like the right move here. If I had the hieroglyph copy, then the pyramid would be an option, but that's not how we're set up now, is it? Thanks for the good luck, Zero. Hope you're doing well. I almost mistyped that. Would not have been the only thing I've mistyped this seed. Nice little schmack right there. Now let's see what we get here. A second teddy bear. That's kind of funny. Eat a cheese bar. That's good food recovery. Whose lowest stat, vanilla, being his IQ, which in turn I unfortunately missed the test skip, so not getting that this time. Do I know how I missed it? Not really. And that's the win. What do you give? Pencil eraser. So, this is going to be a very roundabout way of getting to Tucson. I was going to teleport straight there, but my gut is telling me I'm going to want to go through the mines. I don't know what's telling me that, but that's what my gut is saying. Thankfully, with the Abridged Dungeons option running PK Scramble, it makes life easier. You don't have to do this long trek. This may be out of my realm. Ooh. I may be here too soon. Based off that level up, I'd say likely. It is vanilla. That's a gut save, too. Teddy bear takes that bump. Oh boy, this... Ooh, that's a big chunk of EXP. Well, it's one teddy bear down. Talk about a money pit. And I just got a piece of shit green swirl like it was nothing. We're just gonna run from this. Second teddy bear down. Alright, that combination was enough. Actually, that might not be a bad thing to have right now. That was trouble as soon as I felt the lag. Money box, not worth it. As I thought. Spawn. Okay, now we got a replacement. Yeah. Definitely went here before I was actually supposed to. Oh, this could be bad. Triple Thundermite. Oh, shit. And then the poison finished off the Thundermite, which is exactly what I needed at that spot. And the teddy bear is ripped apart. Not quite. I was trying to skip the photo trigger, but nope. It's a tight one. Fuzzy Pickles. Meteorite piece. Okay, maybe I have to. Suppose I better mark Dusty Dunes while I'm at it. Okay, Pendant in the wild. Strangely enough, I am okay with that. No pun intended. What? Well, that was an annoyance. I don't think so, Tim. Oh, and because we left the map. We still have to do this fucking shack fight. Okay. Just gonna cast rock and be done with it. Admittedly, the problem is Pokey, how long he takes to get over there. But that's just me. I mean, Hand-Aid counts as a recovery item, so I'll take it. And that's easily dispatched. Not a combo you'd see typically, but I wanted the spinning robo beaten first because it can give you a cold, put up a psychic shield, put up a PSI shield, not a PSI shield, a shield, a regular shield basically. Now, the thing I got wrong last week is you can't do Monkey Cave without both the Monkey Invitation and the Pencil Eraser. So, that was one of my mistakes. Whoa, we get to Tucson, and it's immediately enemies wanting a piece. Oh, I don't want a piece, I want the whole thing. Any food items? No, I don't. Gotta go rectify that. We are on the move. Not where I wanted to go. Muscle memory from Boogie Percent just caught up with me. Off to Bergland Park. See what this is. If it's water bills, we're off to Threed. Rather, we're back to Happy Happy Village altogether. Is this even doable? I have to try. The enemy's able to move, but Pokey can't move because he's a numbnuts. This is likely way out of logic. Yeah, 1 damage. Yeah, this is way out of logic. Maybe not, because I just smashed him for 20. Wow, how... Yeah, I'd say he was pretty far back in the logic. I'd argue that was pretty far back in the logic to get a big league bat. And Foppy weak, Foppy go bop. And I botched the menu. A mash, not a B mash. Power overwhelming. Hieroglyph copy. That is going to be what puts Scramble into play, finally. I don't know why those floppies are still there. Then again, they were never bright. They literally had the same common sense level, words are hard, as a Republican. Into the pyramid, where we are immediately greeted by zombies that we overpower. Speaking of more enemies getting overpowered. That was easy. Butterfly comes at a good time. On psychic points, I'm still kind of gassed from that battle against Porky. What's here? Well, now we're going back to Force side. Is something else I can get here? Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. I'm gonna do this now just in case. I'm not interested in gift box hunting just yet. If this was late in logic, then I could see myself hunting the gift boxes here deliberately. Propel sandwich, okay. And this cutscene brings us to Deep Darkness. I have 2 kid checks available to me right now. One along this road, one back and forth side. I already did get key to the cab, and it was in the cabin. Just so stupid. Oh yeah, I also got Franklin patch. Doughy. Here I am forgetting to update my tracker. But hey, nobody's perfect. Is there a way to preview this? No. Not this time, anyway. A nice butterfly spawning out of bounds. There's a lot of improv with the teleport strats here because trying to avoid teleporting out and trying to avoid fighting at the same time. Oh, it's Buff Burb. And we went. Mismarked my tracker. That was some banana I had lit up when I should have had trout yogurt lit up. Whoopsie! Instead of a sentry robot, it's a sentry cab. Which Buff Burb immediately destroys. Hold on to that for now. And that is a robotic version of the minibar, which just got squashed. Diamond is our ticket to Threed, and Jeff is holding a monkey invitation. Ew. No. No. Really did not want to fucking see that. Also get something here. UFO engine, that gets us to Summers. What a convoluted path this is. I do have the meteorite piece, so I should have had that marked. Okay, how's that bug keeping up with the Runway 5 tour bus? I call bullshit. Squish. Just gonna teleport into the ass end of the tent. And that is Master Belch. All right, what's at the tent? Key to the shack, that's in Onet, which we don't have access to. So that's one that I'm gonna say, okay, not a bad play, but not the play. Winters gets us to Paula, and the UFO engine gets us to Summers. Hey! So right now I'm going to Summers to check the teleport because right now Monkey Cave is 50-50 to be required, and I'm really hoping it isn't. Actually, no, then we add to the mix Berglund Park, and the chances of that being required drastically go down. And the manly fish gets some shrapnel from the blast. That does me no fucking good. I was hoping for Onet or Saturn Valley or Lost Underworld there. And the game literally just flipped me off. Finally, a sanctuary we can actually do something with. This seed smells. Rough goat, more like a rude goat. Oh, looky what I got. That tells me we're really deep in the logic. And this is 7? Wow, I really went out of logic. Oh, that hurt. Somebody get a body bag! So that has to be the ugliest Starman Jr. fight I have ever had in anything. Because holy shit, did that foe scale up. So our progression is in the fucking monkey cave. God damn it. It's the last place I wanted it to be. I can't argue that Paul doesn't have good gear, at least. Now for my least favorite thing to do in this entire game. I was trying to bonk on the cave entrance. Not there. Paula happened to have that one. By the way, foul seeds this has been. Son of a monkey. Went the wrong room. Right. I never went to Winters either, so that's also on me. I'm actually not going to need the Summer's teleport at all. Oops. Sun Banana and Saturn Valley. Well, now we have choices. Well, that didn't work out. And a heavy bazooka cleaned it up. Second verse, same as the first. Heavy bazooka cleans it all up. I don't know what I was thinking there. I'm just gonna hold this fight. Yep, easy enough. Good food item, at least. No getting away that time. This is number 4, so I'm all out of sorts in terms of ordering. Surprised that Lumine Hall was number 4. Which means Winters was probably 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. Is this a speed run? 2 with Magnet Hill 3. No, this is a really shitty randomizer seed. I'm serious about it, this seed being shit. Protein drink at this point in the seed game? You're joking, right? Okay. Now I'm listening. That heavy bazooka blows him away. Yes, please. Oh. I just said to hell with it and went auto fight there. You're right in front of me. What do you want me to do? Oh, we have some Rafflesia up in here. But Shattered Man just got shattered. Okay, T-Rex bat. I already have a big league bat, so that's not going to be getting used for any reason. Shoot. Only ducked in there to avoid a fight. Not a fan. Guess I'm taking one anyway. Oh, a super bomb. Keep that in my back pocket. Not much of a level up, but wait, this is number 2? Game, I think your logic's full of number 2. Game has some weird. Game has some really weird, really wonky logic. I should have gotten more exit mice. Because this is one of the really long walks out. Which in the vanilla game, if you did the sanctuaries in order, you wouldn't know because you go to Magic Ant and then you teleport outside of Valley. You son of a monkey. Guessing that super bomb I got was a rare drop. I'm okay with that. Because there are rare drops that are good to have, and there are rare drops that are good to have. Let's go. Starstorm, maybe? Be a bit late. Nope, it is a teleport to Onet. I think I'm just gonna push for it. Apple Kid, get out of the way. Fuck. So right now I have no gauge as to where any of the Sanks line up except maybe Milky Well is 8. That's the only thing I can even begin to ascertain. I only have one Repel sandwich, so we're just gonna YOLO it. Odd that you couldn't run from that neighbor. Whatever. Alright, green swirl, we can take advantage of this. Squatter demon with another cave of the past enemy and a major psychic psycho. Yeah, that is run the F away territory. This is not a combination I want to be fighting on any day of the week. It should be good. Alright, we escaped it. Already had one of those games. Thank you, but no thank you. I think this is where I use Repel Sandwich. I think this might be Frank, but it could also be Flagrad as well. Let's see what this one's been. No, Starman Deluxe. This is gross. Maybe that was coming. Alright, we're through phase 2 that quickly. It does not take much to get through phase 2 of Gaius. Got a free turn out of it. Getting some good RNG rolls so far, but I'm not chancing it. I will say, getting a heavy bazooka out of it made Pink Cloud being 7th acceptable. The talking rock also had to say at the end of the prayer, if you smell what the rock is cooking. Sunderland's guiding us inside is really what I wanted. He called it Franklin badge, so it didn't matter, but still. Better safe than sorry. Okay, U1 pops up and that'll be time. Ugh, what a wet fart of a scene. Shit. One thing I'm curious about for this scene is what was the logic? Because I know I went out of logic, but good God. Didn't think it was that badly out of logic. Also, if the bitrate goes to shit, that is just how this scene is. I gotta see the logic for this one because I don't even know. I was told that there was some that I thought I read the hint wrong, possibly zombie paper in the mines, and didn't get it there. How palindromic? 12621. What the hell was that? I mean, one of the benefits of starting in Delam and getting Pooh is you take mood training out of the equation. Okay, so I was right about Pencil Racer. Yeah, that scene was dookie. Thanks for the GG, Will. Appreciate it. Holy crap. That scene was just... Well, I mean, the mines was required. Don't get me wrong. Maxwell had it. Wow. I must have really misread the hint. So it was pack of bubble gum. Butterbills was junk. Imagine, wow, I just was deep darkness, not lost in the world. And that scene was dookie. I didn't think department store had that much value to it, which is why I'm glad I held it off. I get started the mole fight's way more underleveled than that. But so Magnet Hill was earlier in the logic, so that's a miss. Definitely a lot of later logic stuff. So Giant Step was before Porky. Wow, I'm glad I didn't go 5 Sank, because that would have been a gross fight. So yeah, that Porky fight was out of logic, but jeez, that was bad. But yeah, almost 50 minutes between Sanks. That's just great. That's disgusting. just typing stuff out here on the Earthbound Super Series Discord for my thoughts on the seed, because alright, once the credits are done, I'll get the in-game time, put it in the Discord, and that will do it. One thing's for sure, with the async qualifiers beginning this week, and I believe this time for real, I gotta write things, because it's rando's gonna rando, I get it, but I just made the wrong calls here, it seems like. There are seeds that are gross, and then there are seeds that are gross. Also, that desert was never really the same, because they thought it was bad when Pokey stench hung in the air. How about the stench of the dog taking a dump right there in the desert? Woo. Awful. So, I guess while we're getting to the end of the credits, as MS Paint Beast inside of Brick Road, I'm not gonna try and think too hard about that one, because I will break my brain. I will just chalk it up to rando gonna rando.
I miss you.
And yes, I wrote butts again, because this seed was butts. All right, what do we got here? I'm gonna wait till this cutscene passes. All right. See what the times were. 8 minutes, Lilliput steps. And then 56 minutes to paint clouds. So that's 48 minutes between sanctuaries. Woof. Well, the randomizer seeds can't all be winners. Sometimes you play them well, sometimes they troll you hard, and this one got me good. But I do enjoy Earthbound, so it doesn't bother me as much. Not near as much as it did with A Link to the Past, but dang, I know I can do so much better. It's just this one, I got hacked. But I know where I'm going. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Like we saw, hit the follow button. Lets you know when I go live on Twitch. What I'm going to try to do is get back on the grind, so to say. It's just the reason that Infinity Nikki took so much of a hiatus as it did is I was playing it offline. I just didn't like how well the game was performing in the offline sessions, so I felt that's not great for online. But we'll see how things respond with the new update that just finished. Well, they finished the process of installing it and whatnot a couple of hours ago as of the stream time, so we'll see how that works out sometime soon. Also, feel free to sub to my YouTube. It's where VODs like this will go, because Twitch limits how long we can keep them here. But yeah, until next time, stay kind, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Good night, everybody. Take care.